Hi, planner friends. Welcome back to my channel. This is Nia, and today I wanted to share with you PowerSheets from Cultivate What Matters. I ran across PowerSheets really by accident. I was looking at some YouTube videos related to planner things, and a couple of the people who I subscribe and follow had PowerSheets on their channel, and I was really captivated because I love setting goals, but I have yet to find something that really speaks to me and that can help me stay on track and um, the just really track my goals and check in on a regular basis. And so I think that this is going to be a great option for that. So I've opened up my box, but I really haven't looked through everything. So I just want to give you quick feedback on what I have received so far. And then once I take a deeper dive into it, because a lot of people have talked about how when they do the pre-work, it can be very draining and really requires you to dig deep. So I'm going to decide what I want to do going forward as far as if I want to share my pre-work with you and also, monthly check-in where I'm at with tracking my goals. But today I just want to share with you what I received. And so this is the box that it comes in, and on the outside it says today is the day. It's a really pretty bright yellow. And then on the cover, it says, all those things that you've always wanted to do, you should go do them, which it's my understanding that is Laura Casey, the creator of PowerSheets key phrase. So it had this card on top that says, hello, best year ever, and talks about how you made the right decision and it's a new day, and where to go to dive right in. So there's a Facebook group, which I've already joined. Laura also has a podcast, and then there's resources on the Cultivate What Matters website. So I'll be checking all those things out. Also came with a goal setting sticker book. So I love all of the stickers always. So this is interesting. I'm not big on color coding because I can never remember what color is for what, but we're going to see what I can do with these. I'm going to try to follow it as closely as possible. But these are really pretty stickers. And this is part of the color coding. So these are flags, and you get 2 pages of flags. These are dots. So there's 2 pages of color coding dots. Actually, sorry, 3 pages of color coding dots. And then these are hearts, which is probably really hard to see. But there are a 1 page of the hearts. And then there are stickers for your starting steps in the PowerSheets appointment, bill due, meeting, and starting steps are what these are all labeled as. And then there are additional flags that say things like due dates, PowerSheet party, date night, and then there's stars. Then we have planned refreshment. So we have some flags with hearts, day off, adventure, rest, more planned refreshment. So now you've got a coffee date or a play date or family time, or maybe you're taking a trip, and then keeping track. I love the check marks and the arrows. And then we have prioritizing things. So you have your must-dos, things you're grateful for, things that are important. And we've got a couple of pages of those. Things that you've made progress on. You can track your progress here, and it's sort of like an ombre color. And then we have cultivate content, and this matters, and florals, and celebrate daily life. So if you're reading, prayers, photos, sending a note, money, trips, yay, Yahoo, prioritizing wellness, running, lifting, drinking water, steps, celebrating every victory, and celebrating the season you're in. So we've got some Mother's Day, New Year's, Father's Day, celebrate, grateful, give thanks, happy holidays. And then these are really pretty gold stickers that have little quotes on them. Cultivate what matters, make it happen, decide you can, keep going, make a mess, dive in. And so that's the end of the sticker book. So I'm excited to use those stickers, and we'll see how the color coding goes. Then we have the goal card set. And so, let's see. So each of these cards, they just say goals on them. They're all identical. So I'm not exactly sure how I am supposed to use those, but we will see as we get going. Probably to list your bigger goal on and have them in front of you somewhere. And again, it's really pretty gold on the top. So those are the goal cards. And this is just a piece of cardboard. And then there are the wild cards. And so we've got a perpetual calendar, a fun list. There's actually 4 fun lists. And so you use this sheet to brainstorm a seasonal bucket list or add adventures as you complete them as a record of happy memories. Then we have organization and decluttering. So one of my goals is definitely going to be decluttering. I have many projects that include decluttering that I want to work on in 2020. So I've got 2 of those. And then we've got cultivating self-care. And so that's another area I definitely want to work on in 2020. So there's 2 of those. What to read next. I have fallen off of reading. I was really good about reading at least 1 book a month. Now I'm really good about watching TV. So I definitely want to get back into reading at least 1 book a month. And so this will be great for making a list in advance of what I want to read so that when it comes time to pick something, I have a list to go to. And then this one allows you to score the books that you've read from 1 to 5 stars. So I'll be using those. Create a life-giving home. So tend to your living space to simplify your daily life and take care of what you've been given. And there's things to do once a month, once a week, every day, and once a season. 2 of those. Relationship tending. The friend I want to tend to. You've got 4 different friends you can list there. And there's 2 of these sheets as well. Financial check-in, and there are 4 of these. So you can list your different accounts, assets and liabilities. Go-to meals, favorite breakfasts, lunches, and dinners, 1 of those. And then there are a couple of sheets of note paper and then a place to list your goals at a glance. So up to 8 goals can be listed. As a helpful reminder, you can move around in your PowerSheets or take with you on the go. So those are the wild cards. And then we have the goal planner itself. So this is the 2020 Cultivate What Matters goal planner. And I got the confetti cover. It's a hard cover with a really nice, solid spiral spine. This is something that I'm not a big fan of spirals, but I don't plan to take this anywhere, so it's going to sit on my desk, and so I'm okay with that. But I want to take it somewhere, it's got the corners reinforced with metal corners on the front and back, and just really the leaves are gold and foil, and so they're just a pretty cover. So inside it's got a pocket here. I've heard the pocket is really tight, and it is. So I'm not sure what, if anything, I'll store in there. Just a blank page to keep everything nice and pretty. And then here's this postcard again, which I know I'm going to put inside my petite planner to look at all the time. So this says, you know, all those things you've always wanted to do, you should go do them. And I think it's meant to be a postcard to send to someone else, but I need that reminder myself. This is a place for my word of the year. So I have 3 things that I'm thinking of. I'll go ahead and throw those out there because I'll share with you whether or not they end up it ends up being one of those three things, but I have transformation, metamorphosis, and I believe it was flourish. I have them written down. I'd have to double check that, but I think it was those three things. So metamorphosis, transformation, or flourish. But I'm not sure if that will change after I do the prep work. So we'll see. And then we have this card that says 2020. Let's do this. And then we get into the power sheets. So pretty 2020. I am loving everything that shows the 2020 stacked. I like to see the two numbers. I don't know, the year stacked that way. It's just cute to me. So this is the power sheets, and I believe all of the things up front is the prep work. And so we've got what if today is the day that everything changes, and a place for you to put in your name and the day that you start. We've got cultivate, which is a verb, to break up the soil in preparation for new growth, to grow, to tend. And that is what I'm really hoping to do in 2020, to really grow and flourish or transform, which is why those words that I shared earlier are something that I'm thinking of for my word of the year. So we've got some additional stickers, some 2020 goal ideas. I love this comparison isn't the thief of joy, it's the thief of everything. And so really working on focusing on myself and only comparing myself to myself and being better than I was the day before. So that is what I'm trying to really focus on this year. And then you've got some things, you're unique. Can you check off what applies to you? Then we have where you put what fires you up, what are you passionate about, and then cultivated life evaluation. So you're going to evaluate in these 8 areas: health, friends, spouse or significant other, family, finances, spiritual, work, and recreation, how you think you're doing. Break your identity box. So what have you decided you can't do will be listed here. Where were you 10 years ago? Where are you today? And then you are strong, brave, capable, creative, ready. I'm moving past fear. Fear holds us back. So you list your fears here. And if I were to step into these fears and take action, I would feel. And so this again is all part of the prep work. Good things to list here: what worked last year, challenges, what didn't work, lessons that you learned, people that you're grateful for. Feel like life is flying by. Good news, you're about to slow down time and make decisions on how to use it better in the year to come. So this asks you, where do you want to be when you're 80 or 90 or 100? What will matter to you then, and what won't matter to you then? So that will be interesting. And then dreams become decisions when you cultivate them. So what do you want your legacy to be? And then there's more prep work. So you look at marking your threads, which I believe are commonalities, and your cultivated year. If you could envision your most purposeful year yet, what would it look like? Things you're saying no to, things you're saying yes to, a place for you to put your vision or create a vision board. Choosing your word of the year, and then you'll place it here and why you chose that word. And then you will cultivate what matters by imagining your best year. And so there's some fill-ins here. And then this is actually the vision board, so I'm not sure what the other one was. Let's see. This is where you brainstorm and bring your vision to life. So this is the vision board, and then you go get them. So you will start to list out your goals, and there's a place for 8 goals for 2020, and it just really breaks it down. It's a worksheet, breaking your goals down into smaller mini goals, and creating an action plan to achieve those goals. So this section is all about those 8 goals, and then you get into the months. So this is January. important to-dos, things you're excited for, what's on your mind, and what you're hopeful for. And then you've got a January calendar, month at a glance. And then we have tending tips. So this is your action plan. And you will create a tending list. And so that's monthly action items, weekly action items, and daily action items or habits. You will have encouraging words for the month and your top priority, and goals to focus on this month, and action ideas on the left side. And then you will review the month after each of those areas. So I guess this is where the color coding comes into play. I haven't really looked at this in detail to say if I'm telling you the right thing or not, but things that I'm especially grateful for this month, goals that are growing well, someone I'm grateful for and why, someone I'm grateful for and why, I'm choosing grace over guilt, progress I'm celebrating, a favorite memory, and a good lesson learned, things I'm saying no to, and things I am saying yes to for my month in review. And that repeats itself every month. So we have February, March, and then we have spring. Before we get to April. And in the spring, we have a clear the clutter checklist: physical clutter, heart clutter, decision clutter, internet clutter, and we have a goal refresh, and we check back in those 8 areas: health, family, friends, finances, work, recreation, etc. And you goal refresh as well. So maybe your goals have changed, or maybe you're just checking in to see your progress on your goals. And then we go right back into April, May, and June, and then we do a summer check-in. And let's see, traditions to start to help us cultivate connection, goal refresh, and then we go to July, August, September, and then we have fall. Savoring cultivates contentment. What do I want to savor this season? Again, you goal refresh. And then you have October, November, December. And then after December, we celebrate progress. So a highlight from each month, January through December. And that is the end. So I am... this is Thanksgiving weekend. It's Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, and so I'm glad that I received this earlier so that I can start to really work on the prep work this weekend, and then work on the prep work during the there's going to be a podcast or something on December 9th. That's led by Cultivate What Matters, and so I'm excited to do that as well, and just really jump into this. So I'll be checking back in to let you all know how it's going, and to share some additional information with you. If you are interested in goal setting, or if you use the PowerSheets, please share below what you do and how you're enjoying it, or as whatever you feel comfortable sharing. I'd love to hear from other people, and look at other videos that people have shared on their goal setting. This is just an area that I'm just very passionate about and love, setting goals. So I'm hoping that this system will allow me to do that in a new way and in a fruitful way. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to sharing more about PowerSheets with you. Have a great day. Thanks.